Peace and greetings, what's good? It's your girl Naya here from the Metaphysical Mommy, and this is another Vlogmas video. So, in one of the tarot groups that I'm in, somebody had asked if anybody has ever annotated their tarot deck, and is it blasphemous if you do? I thought that was an interesting question, but it's a good question nonetheless. And I myself have annotated a deck of tarot cards. I did this because I love astrology, and every time I read, not every time, but there are some times when I read books on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and they reference the Golden Dawn Astrological Association, so I wanted to see that on a Rider-Waite deck, and I also wanted to keep in mind the Hermetic titles. So what I did, oh my goodness, so what I did was I added the astrological glyphs and the Hermetic titles on the bottom. I did this on a centennial weight. And I found this to be, this exercise to be extremely informative and reaffirming in like my knowledge base. I was also reading the Tarot and Psychology book. There was a section in there where he kind of had a table for some associations with some of the cards, so I added those as well on the majors. So these are not so much keywords as they are concepts to keep in mind for the different cards. And as you can see by the little bit of glare that we have going on there, that I added some gilding to all the major arcana cards. I sat down and thought about the aces and tried to figure out for myself what season this could represent, what time of year this could represent. So I have that cups are summer, and my logic for this is the cardinal sign, the cardinal zodiac signs in astrology. In North America, cardinal water would be Cancer, and that brings in the summertime, so that's why I put summer on there. And also to reinforce that it's water. To learn my little glyphs, I'm telling you. But I found this a very rewarding exercise to do. I still, if I'm like sitting in front of the TV, I'll use these to kind of just again reinforce these ideas and these principles, and at least having a Rider-Waite version that I can reference. So I don't really read with people with these, but this is my personal like juju deck that I call it juju deck, because I did all kinds of stuff to it. So I was messing around with the pages and trying to figure out what could the pages potentially represent astrologically. And so I sat down with the main asteroids. I'm losing my voice, excuse me. With the main asteroids like Vesta, Ceres, Juno. What's the other one? There's one more. I'm missing it. Pallas, Athene. So I assigned those to each of the pages. Again, this is a concept that I'm still dabbling with, seeing if it really works that way. And because the pages are like the students and all this, it can be very vague sometimes, reading the pages. And I wanted to give it a little bit more of a context of another additional layer. So playing around with that idea of adding those main asteroids as the pages proved pretty interesting. Tell me, what do you think about that idea? If you know anything about astrology and those themes. And then I did put the astrological glyph for this one is Vesta, Page of Wands. Again, the words on the sides come from the ideas in the Tarot and Psychology book. Same thing with the court cards. So they have, I did what was I going to say hieroglyphic? What is wrong with me? Okay, I must be tired. The astrological glyph. This one is Leo, and then the keywords for the court cards, and on the sides, you're probably wondering why they're on the sides. Cards don't usually get pulled to the side, but I figured this much. If I'm doing a Celtic cross and I did a challenge card, depending on which way this faces, it's going to give me a word to work with, or a theme or idea to work with. So that's why I actually utilize the sides of them. So here's the Page of Swords as Pallas Athene. So it was pretty, like, again, I said, it was a pretty cool exercise. I only gilded the major cards. Trying to find where to gild them without, like, ruining the whole entire image was pretty fun, too. So I spent a good amount of time doing that. So anyways, I just wanted to share. Oh, look, here's my Empress. Empress, pretty lady. And the Hermit. Who doesn't love that wise old man? So yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a standard one. I used just in case you're curious, I used a Sharpie, like a ultra fine tip marker. Again, losing my voice. And even the extra cards, I added some gilding to it. So I kind of gave them my own meaning, the extra cards that came in the Centennial Edition. So yeah, so that's that. Have you ever annotated any of your cards? Let me know in the comments below if you have, if you think it's blasphemous, because it could be. I do have clean copies of this deck, so again, it wasn't really any sweat off my back. But I love this particular set just because I put in all that extra thought and energy into what does that mean? Why is, how is it represented in this deck and things of that nature. So it was really good practice. I did that this year, so that was a good at least month of me taking my time and going through them and working out those associations. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back again with another one, and I hope to see all your beautiful faces making videos too. Much love, many blessings. Bye.